After visiting Capulin Volcano National Monument, I head out to a randomly picked BLM site called Saddle Mountain BLM in Arizona. I didn't know what I was going to expect, but I was in for one awesome adventure. I had no idea. Before I get there though, who knew that I'd be driving through snow-covered roads like this? I was just glad it was all plowed. Hello, it's day 7. I just got back from Planet Fitness, showered up. My hair is actually all clean, so it feels thicker and not all greasy. I did wash it with this like dry shampoo thing. I had extra at home, so I brought it with me. And it makes your hair feel clean, but not as clean as soap. It doesn't really wash it out. I think it just kind of like subdues the oil in there. But now I'm gonna go to laundry because I've been wearing the same pair of jeans for the whole week now. And I'm out of shirts. I forgot to pack shirts, believe it or not. I brought enough underwear and shorts, but no shirts. So I'm gonna go do laundry. I'm hoping there's Wi-Fi there, but from what I can tell, there's no Wi-Fi there. But while I'm at laundry, I'm gonna edit a quick video for someone, and then edit another video that I'm almost done with, and then hopefully I can upload it today before I have to go find a place to camp out. We're in southern Arizona now, so there should be plenty of public land to camp out, so shouldn't be a problem. And sunset's usually around 5:30 now, so we'll see. So here's to day 7. So far the week's going off pretty well. Once I get to camp, I'm gonna go over a summary of how it's all gone and things I've learned, and I'll talk to you later at the laundromat. Bye. So now I'm heading towards Saddle Mountain. I guess there's some campsites out there. We'll see. It's a Friday night, so I'm hoping that they're not all taken up. There's always a chance. It's 5 o'clock. Sun's gonna be up for at least another 45 minutes, so I might be good. I'm pretty close. Once I get there, I'm gonna sum up how my week went. My first week ever, like living in my car as I traveled. And I don't know, it's not gonna be the same all the time, just because I made it more of a focus to get distance. And then a couple times I just took some side trips and got some things sorted out. It's been a learning experience so far. Oh, there's like a weird RV park there. A lot of old RVs though. So I think I see the mountain though, but I'm gonna try to hike the mountain tomorrow. It's 2.4 miles round trip. So 1.2 miles and it's 1,000 feet up. So it's quite a bit of climb for 1.2 miles. So it'll be pretty fun. And be great views, I think. Hopefully the weather will be nice tomorrow morning. I'll go tomorrow morning. I'm not going to bother going tonight. I think tomorrow morning I'm going to go up the mountain, come back, and then I think I'm going to try to edit a video that I've been trying to edit for a while now. I'm trying to get the order together. But then I actually have a couple more videos I really got to start editing because my hard drive's filling up. Every time I plug my camera storage card into the computer and I drag stuff over into the right folders, there's just tons of stuff now. So I think I have to spend at least 3 days editing. I might just stay here 3 days and do that. I don't know. We'll see. I'll talk to you later once I get to the campsite. Hopefully I can get a good one. I'm going to try to go further back. Someplace where RVs can't necessarily get to, and those spots are more likely to be open as well as be more private. The campsite I had at Mills Canyon Campground was amazing. It was all by myself. There was nobody around for miles. I played around with my super duper flashlights and it's pretty wild. And I don't know how many times I thought, man, I could run around naked, nobody would ever see me. There was always that chance that someone might show up last minute, but nobody showed up. I was there all by myself all night. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, I'll talk to you later. Finally parked. I'm at Saddle Mountain. It's cool, the Osmo Pocket tracks me. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. That right there is Saddle Mountain. That looks pretty tall. I guess from the trailhead, which is on the other side of this finger, it's 1,500 feet up. That looks really tall. You might be pretty far lower than we thought, because it looks like almost 2,000 feet high. It's like kind of intimidating. I don't know if I want to try that tomorrow. But hey, why not? Base tracking's back on. Yeah, that's as far as I'll go. So this is the car. I washed it yesterday, but it's already dirty. And a little bit of off-roading. And this is the inside. You can see how messy it is over there. It's pretty crazy messy. So my first week on the road. First day was easy because I just drove south and I knew I was going to go to a truck stop and just stop there and spend the night. It was weird parking to stay the night in the car. I think I moved my car at least 2 times because I wasn't satisfied the first time because I was right by the dump site, and then I wasn't satisfied the second time and I moved it again, and it was alright. But the second night I knew I was going to stay at another truck stop again because I wanted to go further south and start heading west. And that time my windows were so dirty that I actually didn't care about anybody looking in. So I felt pretty easy just sleeping in there. And it wasn't too bad. But that second day was bad because the majority of the day I just kept looking for some place where I could possibly stop and cook lunch. And my car was just way too tight that I can boil water for coffee in there now, but there's no way I could have done it before. And I couldn't find a spot to stop to do it. I didn't feel comfortable anywhere. People say that eventually I'll stop caring, but like I would go, that parking lot, oh, it's too empty, I'll stand out. And I'll see another parking lot and go, it's too many people there, it's, they're gonna see me. So it's kind of weird, but I don't know. I'm learning from it. And then the third night was the first night at public land, and that was great because I actually got to stop. Nobody was around. There was a couple of other vans pretty far away, they could hear me. But that third day I was able to, I organized it a little bit, but the fourth day in the morning I organized everything out. So because I knew certain things I needed more than others, and then certain bins weren't fitting right, I was so cramped in there. So I had this big bin full of camping gear. After the first night, I knew I needed more room in there. So on the third day, I actually found a Walmart, and I bought 2 smaller containers, and I put a bunch of things in there that I was going to access more often. And I put all my camping gear, which was in a big tub, into a smaller tub. I don't know why I had it in such a big tub. It was just all thrown in. It was a mess. And it's kind of okay now. Like in the mornings, I can actually get up, roll out of bed, and actually get my stove out, get the water, and make coffee in the morning. So that's pretty good. I've gone pretty far in the week. I've been doing this. I still don't want to cook in there because it creates so much moisture that I don't want to ruin the inside of the car, or I'd have to leave the doors open at least. There's bugs. If I was going to cook, I'd like to park somewhere where I can just leave the door open and stand outside and I don't look too weird. Public land like this BLM site is really nice just because, I could stand out here and cook. The things I learned so far, it's still going to be hard finding a good spot to park and cook. I think if I had a van, it'd be easier because you could just park, move to the back, and you have curtains back there so nobody could see you, and you could cook away. I don't know how much they care about the moisture in there, the van people, but sometimes I regret not buying my parents' minivan instead of getting a 4Runner. Although it's cool being able to go places they can't, but it's kind of crazy when you see up here, the road is in bad shape, but there's people with minivans and campers back here. Kind of wild. But at least I know I'll be alright. But it's been a pretty wild 7 days now. It's Friday, so today's the end of the 8th day actually, and it's pretty nice. By the way, if you ever get a chance in northeast New Mexico, Mills Rim Campground and Mills Canyon Campground, they're super nice. The pit toilets there, super clean, and they don't smell at all. Like, how is that possible? I've never been to a pit toilet that clean before. And for some reason, at the canyon, there's 2 of those, but at the rim, there's only 1. So, but I'm gonna stop talking to myself because it's getting quite dark, and I'm sure it's starting to get grainy here. And I'm gonna eat a little bit. I'm not gonna cook anything tonight. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna try to go up there. Let's see. I'll just try to eat something quick. Good morning. The first thing I did was look out the window and look at that sunrise. I'll let you look out of the window. Look at that beautiful sunrise and that cactus there. Picturesque. Oh man, there's a mountain we're gonna climb today. What a beautiful day. Look at those clouds. It's amazing. It's gonna be an amazing day. Well, there's my car, and behind it is Saddle Mountain. That's where we're gonna try to go to the very top of today. I'm not sure which of the peaks up there is the topmost one. I think that one right there. It's kind of getting washed out because of that bright sun. The sun east is about that way, so the sun's coming from over there. But the trailhead's over there somewhere. But I think I have to go back north and then take a road east to get to the trailhead. So we'll do that right now, and then enjoy our coffee during the drive. Although it's a very bumpy drive. I guess I'll drink my coffee before I take off. But that's a day. That mountain is supposedly 1,800 feet up from the trailhead. It looks way taller. I have no perspective. I have no idea how big a person will be on top of that. But I'm gonna be the person for everyone else. Wouldn't it be cool to get up there too? I don't think I can get up there, but look at that. Oh my gosh, even that little pier right there, that thing right there. I just want to be on top of everything. Like on top of that cactus right there. That thing has to be 12 feet tall. That thing is so big. Man. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but there's tons of RVs and vans parked out there. Look at those mountains in the background too. That cactus right there is even bigger. Crazy place. And if you listen carefully, you might be able to hear cars. There's a highway way off in the distance. It's far enough away that it doesn't really bother you, so not too bad. Huh. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this. I'm trying to keep the camera far away. But this has been my plan, is to put in a bunch of plastic totes in here and then use this netting, it's elasticy, and just kind of hold everything down. And it's been doing great. I've been doing pretty steep ascents and descents and rumbling, although at one point everything moved forward a little bit, but it holds everything down. There's some stuff up here that's tied down to it, so it holds. And then I use random things to just try to hold everything else together. And then down below I do have these D-loops, and I just hook them all in. And there's one on each side, and there's 2 more in the back, and it seems to hold everything together pretty well. And both these bins hold things I use frequently, like coffee. Yeah, I use instant coffee because it's so much quicker. And there's also cooking things like rice, pots, salt, some kind of curry mix, snack mixes up here, as well as my little kettle up in there. But this netting has been working out pretty well. And then there's my bed over here. And I just kind of throw some stuff on there, like my backpack. Because generally the things that sit there don't slide around too much because this wool blanket holds it down pretty well. And then up here I have this thing from Kamchatka Gear. It's a perfect size because he made his for his RAV4. And I think the measurements work out really well for the 4Runner as well. So I just put random things up there. I put paper towel at the very front there and got random things, some lights. I wondered if these hard things would fall off as I drove around, but these were there the whole time up here and they seem fine. I have a rain jacket there, quick access, and I keep a hat and a neck gaiter there in the corner, so if I get cold I can just grab and put it on. And then I have my lights looped through, but seems to work okay. I do have my little platform I generally sit on when I do anything, and for my height it works great. Maybe I should have made it an inch lower maybe, but then I would have had some of the storage below. And yes, it's a fire extinguisher you see here. And there's my cooler. I'll go over the cooler and everything else in more detail. And there's this little random bag. There's too much in there. I gotta get some things out of there because some things I just don't use that often. Or I just put things there when I want to get rid of something and it's just overloaded. So, guess I'll take this wallet with me in the front. But I will talk to you later once I get to the trailhead for that mountain over there. And there's the trailhead, and you can kind of make it out way over there, and it's gonna hook right. So let's see how it goes. It's like the trail is washed out already. All right, I just started up on the Saddle Mountain Trail. Cars parked over there, mountains over there. I'm not gonna talk much on the way up because honestly I'm gonna be absolutely out of breath. I've lost most of my PCT fitness, so it's gonna be a doozy. So if I pan around here, you'll be able to see the mountain is actually up there. Well, it's right up there. So I'm gonna go. I am using the DJI Osmo Pocket right now. I really like it for how steady and smooth it is. The audio was a little weird. I'll have to biddle with it, but we're already starting to go up. All right, I'll talk to you at the top probably, or unless I sit down and catch my breath on the way up somewhere, because it's gonna be a doozy. If I need to get in shape, if I need to get all those other peaks and mountains on the West Coast. So, here we go. Oh man, I thought I was way off. This is all trails, I am way off. It's like I probably went down this way instead of turning right there. It's gonna be a long day. Long day. All right, let's go back. I got a long way back. Jeez. I'm now at a point in the trail where it just goes up and up. That's a hand scrabble. All the way up. I think that's the trail. I thought I saw a cairn somewhere, but there's no other way to go. So that has to be it. Oh man, this is the climb, all right. There's a long way up here, and we're walking along the ridge. I'm just gonna stay over to the side a little bit. That's the peak of the mountain right there. We're probably less than a tenth of a mile away. It was a doozy. I thought it was gonna be a hike up, but there's a ton of rock scrambling. I do not look forward to the way down because I'm gonna have to go backwards for a bunch of it as I scramble. And it's so hard to find any semblance of a trail here. There's some parts here and there where there are less plants, so you think that's a trail, but you can't tell. I think up to a certain point, a lot of people hike it, and it's easy to find a trail, but then after that, people stop hiking it, and it's impossible to find a trail. In fact, looks like there's a little drop off down there. Here's a little break in there. I'm gonna have to go down There could be a trail down there actually. I'll have to take that and then go up the rest. I guess we can't take this ridge. Whew, what a climb though. The views from up here are amazing though. We are so high up. It's super hazy over there. Amazing views. Work for it though. There is the mountain straight up ahead. Not too far. A couple little more dips and downs. Walking along this ridge. Look at that. Big drop-offs. Well, one side. The right side's not so bad. Of course, I'm gonna, as my first mountain foray, I'm staying slightly off the ridge. And it's kind of a well-worn trail here. Oop. What a doozy. My legs are so tired. And my knees are tired. I probably should have done a 1,000-foot climb instead of a 2,000-foot climb. Drop off over there. It's crazy, huh? There's a wall, mountaintop right up ahead. There's a cairn up there. So, yeah, I probably should have done a 1,000-foot climb first, but also not gotten lost and wind up doing like a few 100-foot climb extra. It's quite a doozy. Nobody else up here. I saw a car come by my car. Not that they were gonna park and come up here, but they just kept driving. Oh no. There's a way over there. It's right against the ledge though. I'm gonna take it, but I'm gonna put this camera down because that kind of just drops off. Yeah, I'm gonna put the camera down. There seems to be two of these geodesic markers. There's one over there. There's one way over here. But this one's higher, so maybe this is the right one. And the logbook is in there, and another cairn. I think the register is in there. I'm gonna sign it right now. I didn't bring a pen. I hope there's a good working pen in there. I gotta remember to do that in the future. And there's the view. There's the way I came. Somehow along this ridge there, and then the other side somehow. Oh man, look at those aloes or some other plants. What are they called? The stuff they make tequila out of. Anyway. I thought it was just gonna be like this. There's a bunch of pens registered to say you can made it up here, but there's, for some reason, an intact cigarette, like an eagle on it, and 3 of these vitamin C things. It's funny how these things always are all bloated. Oh man, they're hard. They're super old. Expire or best before July 2018. More pens. All right, I'm gonna sign this. Pretty funny though. Surprised the last time someone was here was 2 days ago. I think that's a 7, or it could be 3. Before that, another 2, 3. 117. Gosh, not too many people make it up here. So for the year, oh, that was 2016. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like some couples. 5, 6 person here. Jay Wonder's out. There it is. Wow, I'm the 6th person to make it. 2019. That's pretty amazing. What a day. So I'm cooking a meal here. I'm just doing rice and lentils, and I'm just gonna add this ramen to season it all up. So the rice and lentils have to cook for a little while, so I'm doing that. And then once that's all ready, I'll add the, well, close to ready, I'll add the ramen. And that's about it, so that's today. Oh, my poor knees. I'm not gonna do anything for a couple days. Oh, God. Sitting here cooking dinner, it's really interesting. Every time I look up there, I don't know if you could see it, I was there just a few hours ago. At the very top. I know because from there I was able to see everything. Everything down here. I was right there. At that very nub. It's pretty wild. It's like an accomplishment. I don't know. I get to eat now. But yeah, it's gonna be a nice easy night. I'm gonna watch some episodes of Chuck. Yeah, I'm rewatching them. Love that show. And I'm gonna call it an easy night. I think if I'm like a dog, I should just fall asleep pretty quickly. Hopefully. But I might stay right at this spot another night, or I might drive further in and try to find a quieter spot. There's so many people here. Everyone's trying to keep a certain distance away from each other, mostly. Well, like I'm right between them, and then there's another RV way over there. They can't see me from either side, but I don't know. It's an interesting setup here. I drove past one RV. He was jacked up on cinder blocks, like he's been there a while. And there's a 14-day limit here, but who's enforcing it? I don't know. That person looked like they was there a while. And then it was a camper, so he had a truck, so I'm sure he could drive into town and get resupplies and come back. The closest town, I guess there's a Dollar General there, but there is a gas station. It's only 5 miles. It's not too far, so this is a pretty good site. It's a really good site. If I had to, I would definitely come here and camp out again. Here's my dinner for tonight. I added a whole bunch of rice and lentils, as you can see, and then mix in the ramen, and it gives you the flavor. But it's going to be a nice hearty meal. And the great thing about rice and lentils, it's pretty cheap, and you could just dump it in stuff and cook it pretty quickly. Yeah, it lasts a long time. Part 2 of my dinner is this sliced hard salami. Normally I wouldn't get them sliced, but it was on sale, so there it is. And I'll just eat a few for a little extra fat and protein. And I'm just gonna sit here and watch the sunset. It's gonna be a beautiful sunset. Look at all those clouds. I think I'm gonna set up a time lapse, but I think we still have several hours left. It's gonna be too long. My Osmo Pocket doing a motion time lapse. I love motion time lapses. I don't know if you can see it. Every once in a while it'll move. There it goes. There it goes. Because it's moving between each shot. I have it set for 5 seconds. What's cool about the Osmo is when you set it up on a tripod, it doesn't have to be level. Because it's on a gimbal. It just direct it. Now, after I started it, I was sitting here eating, and I realized this. Look at that. And I'm just hoping, please, don't slip off that rock until it's done. I should have checked. It is barely on there. Good enough gust of wind and it might flip over, but I think it'll be safe. But, man, I gotta learn. Alright, here's my current setup. I have my extra solar panel out here. I think the most I got today was 140 watts between the two panels. I know the top one's dirty. I have to wash it off now that it's warmer. But I needed that one out anytime I'm editing videos. So I actually sat in my car and finally finished editing one of my videos. And I'm rendering it now. And it's pulling down power like crazy. Batteries are still 100% because between the two solar panels, I'm getting about 100 watts of power right now. Maybe a little less, a little more. It goes up and down. But that's enough to power my laptop as well as my little refrigerator. So, doing pretty well. Yesterday was the first time I've actually used more power over a 24-hour cycle than generated because it was so cloudy yesterday. But the towel's out because I actually washed my hair. Good old Castile soap and a bottle of water. Castile soap and 1 liter of water. And I actually drank some of this. So I actually used maybe less than 20 ounces to wash my hair twice, which got all the oil out. So my hair is nice and clean. Look at that. It's kind of all over, but it's clean and it smells like peppermint. So pretty nice. So this is me. Yeah, hair's kind of out of control, but it's really sunny now. So pretty nice. Yesterday and the day before there weren't any flies out, but today there's a bunch. There's a ton hanging out in the car. I got to try to figure out how to get rid of them. I stayed here a total of 6 nights, if you can believe it. I actually had to leave to go get a resupply of food and some water. Came right back and just worked away. It was a beautiful open site, tons of space for privacy, lots of sun if you have solar, and one incredible hike up Saddle Mountain. All trails has it marked as hard. I think it's moderate. It's pretty short, so it's definitely worth going up there. The views from the top are amazing.